Hello, everyone, and welcome to Autism Stories, where we connect you with amazing people that help autistic adults and teens become more successful. I'm your host, Doug Bletcher, the founder of Autism Personal Coach. For so long, the narrative about autistic people has been focused on their struggles, which is certainly important to understand. However, today's guest, Swathi Chettipally, says it's also really important to hear and see more positive stories about autistic people. Swathi shares one of those stories today about supporting her daughter Siri in creating a jewelry making business and how it has changed not only Siri, but her family's life definitely for the better. We hope you enjoyed today's conversation. Swathi, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Doug, for giving me this opportunity.
Now, supporting autistic people to discover their gifts and their passions is something that matters a great deal to me. So I'm wondering, with your daughter Siri having a successful online jewelry business, Designs by Siri, how did you discover Siri's ability in making jewelry?
Thank you for asking that question. Siri got diagnosed when she was 3 years old, and we went through the system. She was a very difficult kid, so we used to move her from school to school. She was never at a school more than a year. At age 22, she graduated from the system. At that time, we did not have any place to send her because she has a challenge in communication. And at the same time, she does not like to sit around. So she was home for 6 months after she turned 22. And I trained her to make care packages for soldiers in training. My sons, one of them went to become army soldiers. So I came to know that they needed some care packages. So I trained Siri to make care packages. And once I made the care packages, we could not continue because the soldiers graduated. So that turned into jewelry making. Then I thought maybe now that she is so tuned into me, that I thought that I should try and see if she would like to do any beading and do the jewelry.
Now, does Siri make all of the jewelry, or are there others helping to fulfill all the orders that Designs by Siri receive?
Once she started making the jewelry, the kind of change we have seen in her, I wanted that for other families. So what we did was we tried to see if they would like to do what Siri is doing, and we noticed that Siri's focus and her fine motor skills are much different. So we started another one, which is bluebracelet.org, where I train others with autism to make blue bracelets. But sometimes they cannot do the beading because beading, it requires fine motor skills. So what I did was I trained them to make the packages. They need to count the beads and put them in a small bag with a string. So yes, I do train others to make jewelry. That is bluebracelet.org.
And thinking about the support that Siri needs for the business to be successful, what types of supports are essential for her?
She needs more awareness. People need to know that she makes each and every item. So we need more people to support. That way, not only her, I would want to reach out others and train them because I learned a trick how to connect with Siri to the jewelry because until then she would never want to be in the same room as I was. She would just get up and go or leave the room. But ever since we started making the care packages and jewelry together, I became her best friend now.
Success can mean very different things to different people. What's your definition of success in terms of Siri's online business?
Success means being recognized, not for the disability. Many people know Siri now, and her followers on her social media have nothing to do with autism. They just love the way she is, how hard she works. Not only jewelry, she does a lot more things now. And she has huge following because she's an inspiration. But the interesting thing is that she does not know that. Siri does not know that she is an inspiration to many people.
How has designs by Siri impacted not only Siri, but your entire family?
She has become the star of the family. I am Siri's mom, her dad is Siri's dad, and her brothers became Siri's brothers. And everywhere we go, the first thing they ask is, how is Siri doing? Previously, they don't even know my daughter's name. Now, wherever we go, they recognize us because of what she is today.
And now I know you want to share Siri's story with others with an upcoming documentary, My Name is Siri. Many magazines and TV shows have told Siri and your family's story previously. So why was it so important to make this documentary?
All along on television, on the magazines and everything, they gave us the questions to answer. They give us a question because they are interested to know the answer for it. But My Name is Siri is going to be the story from us as a family. Siri never showed any of these signs growing up. And at age 22, she started showing it. So we want to make this documentary to encourage others, especially young families, to give up on their kids, because we worked so hard with Siri that it started showing up after she turned 22.
You mentioned earlier that Siri is now the star of the family. I'm interested from the sibling perspective. How do her brothers, how have they responded to that?
It's interesting because both of them being boys, they would kind of stay away from her because they don't know how to communicate with her. But now they are more interested in what she's doing, and actually both of them want to get into psychology. Until recently, they never said that they would be interested to get into psychology as a profession. But now they're getting more interested in autism because they're seeing a huge difference in Siri.
So Siri's kind of success from her business has improved her relationship with her brothers?
Yes. Not only that, she is doing so many different things that I can list at least 6 of what she is doing right now. And the initial thing was making jewelry. She is doing a lot more now. It's not just the jewelry. She goes to exercise. They do kind of CrossFit type of exercise, puzzle piece, athletics. It takes me like 1.5 hours one day to take her there. She loves to work out, and she's learning how to box. She does dance fitness with Dance White. She started ice skating. She started roller skating, and now she started job at Goodwill. And those are some of the big achievements she has done so far. But jewelry making is how it started.
I've seen with exercise for autistic people there to be so many great benefits from that. How have you seen the boxing and the CrossFit and the ice skating helping Siri?
There's a huge difference. She is much relaxed, and actually we are reducing her medication because she does not need it anymore. The anxiety creating medicine, we used to give her 30 grams But now we tapered it to 20, and now she's on 10. And I don't think she needs that one also, because her focus is different. She sleeps really good. She reduced eating the kind of food that she used to eat before. And sometimes she skips meals. And she is losing a lot of weight.
In doing research to interview you, I read that Dr. Temple Grandin has been a powerful influence and guide for your family. So I'm interested, what advice has Temple given that has been helpful to you?
Dr. Temple Grandin is the first person I have seen with autism, and also heard her when Siri got diagnosed at age 3. And what she told was that we need to involve these kids in everything we do. So we started involving Siri in doing laundry, grocery shopping, and doing the dishes at home. And we constantly involve her. We take her everywhere we go. She is loud. Sometimes her behavior wouldn't be appropriate, but then we would tell people that she is autistic. And that's what we did. She says you need to involve them, keep them active. Don't let them just sit down and do nothing. So constantly we stimulate her, and that's what actually helps her. But now she says no, she doesn't want to help. She wants to do what she wants to do, and we kind of respect that, because she is 27 and we want to respect her for her wishes. But she is a sweet girl, and we just trained her. We make her do a list of things. When we go to the grocery store, we have her write what we are bringing from grocery store and which grocery store we are going to. And she loves that, because she knows she's going to the grocery store and she knows where every item is. And she feels successful. She feels honored. She feels recognized, that we ask her to help us. And very proud of her.
With the upcoming documentary, you've partnered with the filmmaking company Flying Moose Pictures. How did you go about in choosing and getting to know Siri?
Actually, it's an interesting question. These people are able to know more about autism. They thought, we can just make a documentary. But it's not just a story where the girl makes jewelry and everything is peachy. We started telling them about the struggles that we had to go through, and they are so excited to bring the film to educate others. And it's going to be a really very lovely documentary, and the viewers are going to have a good feeling, and the viewers will have some tears too, because we had to go through a lot of hardships when Siri was growing up.
And how can our listeners learn more about Design by Siri as well as the upcoming documentary?
Actually, Siri is on all social media. She's on LinkedIn. She has her own YouTube channel. She has website. Everything is done by her dad, and he does the designing and all. But I do the posting and everything. She's on Instagram. She has her Facebook page. The reason for people to it really benefits to follow Siri, because I do write about day-to-day things that she's doing, and sometimes she doesn't have good days, and I also write about how I handle that, how I help her get through the situations. So you can look her up, Designs by Siri. YouTube channel, everybody. She's with the Designs by Siri name.
Thinking about Designs by Siri, for other families out there that might want to support their son or daughter in entrepreneurship, what advice would you have for them?
I'm glad you asked me this question, Doug, because I really feel sad that we are not able to bring that population out. I see a lot of people who can do beautiful painting, a there are a lot of individuals with autism super talented, and we are not able to bring them out because we don't want to put them on social media. To me, I feel that I need to show my child the way she is, that way people would appreciate what she is able to do. Initially, people would say, oh, breathing even my 7-year-old can do. What's the big deal? But then you see the way she is. Autism it comes with many challenges. So I wish for others to be proud of their children and actually put them out. Be proud of them, tell them why you're proud of them, and that's how I started with Siri. So I feel that all parents should do that. We need to see more stories. These kids understand how you feel about them. Siri knows how proud we are of her and her achievements. We tell her, we verbalize it, and she also reads the things that I post about her on social media. So that's a big boost for them, because even though they don't communicate like us, nor respond like us, it's a positive reinforcement for them when we tell good things about them and appreciate them.
Well, Swathi, I really appreciated the conversation. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for the opportunity, Doug. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to today's episode, and thank you to Swathi for the conversation. It's always important to hear a positive story to counteract the human mind, which at times can create negative stories and increase our anxiety very easily, which is why modern life can be really challenging for just about anyone. However, when you're autistic, the world isn't designed with your unique traits in mind, and everyday demands can feel insurmountable. At Autism Personal Coach, we celebrate neurodiversity by empowering adults and teens to be the best version of their authentic selves. The people we serve are the real experts. We're here to help their goals become a reality. To get an autism coach for a loved one or yourself, email doug.bletcher@autismpersonalcoach.com or call or text 216-336-5889 and request a coach today. On the next episode of Autism Stories, we will talk with Brian Day about the company he co-founded, Divergent. Talk to you then.
Social skill issues, verbal and nonverbal, repetitive behavior, all signs of ASD, easily angered, easily confused.